Hey Pies, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to talk about the default dict in Python. So it is an interface over the normal dictionaries of Python, and it is being taken from the collections module. So for using the default dict, you have to import the collections module, and then from the collections module you can import default dict. Okay, so why do we need a default dictionary? So default dictionary, like let's see the problems with the dictionaries first. The first problem with the dictionaries are that when you try to assign a value which is for which the key is already present in the dictionary, it will override the previous value. Okay. The second problem of the dictionaries are with the key errors. So whenever we are generating dictionaries in the runtime, it is very difficult to manage the dictionaries because most of the time the either keys is not available, or so you will get a key error and you have to handle it with the try catch statement. So how does default dict comes into the picture? So default dict handles both the situation very easily. So for first condition where it was overriding the previous value, in default dictionary we can assign multiple values to the same key, which was not possible in the dictionaries. And in the default dict, it returns an it returns a default value when the key is not available. So it saves us from the key error. Before moving forward, guys, if you have not liked and subscribed my channel, please do that. You can also like my Facebook page for more content. Okay, and let's see how we can initialize and default dict. Let's assign a variable default dict and pass the list as an argument. Okay, let's try to add and simple code and see. Here you can see. So default it initializes the default dict and it's telling us that it is only in the class list, and these are the key value pairs. So as you know, it is a subclass of the dictionary. That is why the 1 and 2 are unordered. Okay, because dictionaries are unordered set of elements. Okay, let's try to print and see what will happen if we will ask it to print the value of 3, which is not available, or let's say a value of missing key. Here you can see it will return as an empty list. Okay, see if it is changing something to the dictionary. Here you can see when you have tried to access that, it has added that key with an empty value with default value, okay, into the default dictionary, such that if you try to access this element next time, the default value is returned. Okay, so this is the feature of the default dictionary. So here you have the control over the default value. Since we have given a res list, which is the most recommended approach, you can also define your own custom value. Let's try to return not present and run that. Here you can see the not present is added to the dictionary. Okay, so you have full control. The only thing is this thing should be callable. It should be either an iterator or a function. Okay, let's switch back to the list thing. Yes, so this clears our second point, right? That default dictionaries always return something. Let's try to prove our first point where we are trying to add one more value. Let's try to assign another value 1 to the one key and run that. Here you can see. Wait. Oh my bad. Since this each elements are a form list, we cannot directly assign it. We have to use one dot append, and the value will be 1. So we have to use the append method because it is a list everywhere. Here you can see we are able to append one more value to the dictionary, one more value to the dictionary key, which was not present in the previous dictionaries. Okay, so with these dictionaries we have seen we can do the grouping. We can also use this dictionary to find the number of elements in the dictionary, right? Let me show you how. So let's say we have following dictionary, we have following list. We will try to create a default with the elements of this list. We can pass the list. Okay, now we will try to print that if def it so that you can see what is present in the dictionary. Sorry, we will use it as an we will pass it as an integer. Okay, to create the dictionary. Since integer is a method, we can pass it. Okay, let's try to iterate over the list and try to add that to the try to add that to this default dict. So now let's come to the final task. We will try to print that default dict. Here you can see now it is telling us that accounting has one entry, marketing has two entry, and sales has two entry. So what we were trying to do here, we were trying to, so since what we have passed here, we have passed it as an integer. So now it is telling us that all the values of the keys are integer. They are not list, unlike in our previous example. Okay, and now what we are doing, whenever we are getting a keys, we are increasing that value to +1. So this is how you can use Stick to group your elements and know the count of the values in the key. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please do like and subscribe my channel.